to use Stephen Covey's term, you want to begin with the end in mind, right? And I didn't begin with the end in mind. I was just trying to pay the bills. And so a critical question I really want to ask you guys, and I want you to think about this and be serious about this, is what are you trying to build? What are you trying to accomplish? If you're running an MSP, guys, it's not an easy business. It's a very lucrative business. It's not an easy one, but what are you doing? Why are you waking up every day and grinding it out? You got to have an end game in mind, all right? And what I would suggest that you want to strategically do is not just make money just to cover the bills, okay? Maybe that's where you are today, and maybe there's going to be a little bit of that moving, as you grow. But I want you to start thinking more like an entrepreneur. I want you to be the owner of the business, not just a tech with helpers. All right. So what you want to strategically do is think about, how do I build strength in this business to combat any aggressive competitor, any bad economy, and any other bad luck? Now in 2020, guys, I'll tell you what, COVID shut down our biggest event. That event cost over $2 million to put on. And in an instant, it went up in smoke. We didn't have any insurance that would cover us because it was a pandemic. No, I mean, so I literally paid out of my pocket $983,000, just shy of $1 million. I had to refund to mostly to sponsors. Our clients actually surprised. They stuck with us. I mean, a few people, we turned it to a virtual event. That's why Big Red Media and Big Red Virtual is the symbol of the Phoenix, because our event got burned down without any warning, no fault of our own, and we had to survive. And I learned a big lesson in that. I had been building strength in my business by doing the things that I'm going to talk to you about. I was able to give refunds back and preserve those relationships with the sponsors who had given us the money. I was able to negotiate with the ones who stayed with us. We kept our clients. I was debt free. I had a full capitalization, so I didn't have to get a loan. I didn't lay a single person off. And in fact, we hired a bunch of people in 2020. So I want you to think about this. You want to build strength because you never know when your COVID is going to hit. Now I'm saying your COVID could be an aggressive competitor. It could be, unfortunately something happens to you where you can't work where you need to be able to work at the level you need to work at. It could be a rogue employee. It could be any number of things. You want to build strength in your business and be smart about this. That's things like just even the way you sign your contracts, the services that you provide, having marketing systems in place. If you lose a big customer, can you replace that revenue? Those things are strength. And how do you build equity in your business so it's an asset, not just a job with customers and more sales? And we're going to be talking about that and how to stop leaving so much money on the table so you can achieve real, true financial freedom. That's what you guys should be thinking about. And I'm fast forwarding back, because in the back of the workbook on page 33, there's a little calculator on, I'm a very big proponent for entrepreneurs to know what your enough is enough number is, which is how much money do you need to have in investments so that you would never have to work another day in the life again. Not saying you're going to stop working, because I hit my number. I have a new number now, right? Because I'm wanty. I'm not needy now, I'm wanty. But you got to have enough is enough. What are you working towards? What would, how much money do you need? Debt's all paid. Because then you're going to think about, if I'm going to build this business and maybe exit someday successfully, maybe you get it that way. Maybe you're building that enough is enough, like me. You hit that number before you have a successful exit. Whatever that is, you got to know what it is. So that's what we're building towards. All right. Like my friend Kevin O'Leary, he invited me to Shark Tank. So I was actually at Shark Tank twice, watching them film it. But one of the things Kevin loves to say is, you don't do it, meaning run a business, for the money. It's not about greed. It's about personal freedom. It's the reason you want to be an entrepreneur, is to be able to do whatever you want with your time, anytime you want. The whole idea is to set yourself free to pursue the dreams you have. And, I would also say to get to do the work you love with the people you love. That's true success, because when you're struggling and you don't know marketing, you have to take any customer that waves $1 at you. You're a slave to your own success sometimes. When you have enough money, you can actually turn things down. You don't have to take every dollar, every opportunity, every everything. All right. And so I want you to be tuned into this. If you're a smaller MSP, really get that vision. If you don't have it written down, if you haven't clarified that, guys, you need to do that now. You need to do it today, this week. You want to make sure you have that lined up. All right. Now, here's the good news. Right now, being an MSP is a very lucrative, very smart move. There is a ton of people that are putting money into this industry. And why? Because there's a huge total addressable market. Nearly every small business out there not only needs tech to run their business, but they're falling under compliance regulations and needing cybersecurity. So the total addressable market is huge. You guys, if you're running your business right, you should have very, very, very low churn. So it's sticky with recurring revenue and high margins if you price things right, and there's a growing demand for IT services. Now, here's what I want you to think about. When I talk about building equity, when I talk about building strength, if you are thinking, you should be building your business to say, if I want to exit at some point, and your exit might be 10 years from now, your exit might be 20 years, who knows, right? But do the things today so that if somebody comes and knocks on your door a year from now or 2 years from now and makes you an offer, you get the maximum amount of money. Don't wait. Don't be sloppy about this and wait until that event happens. Design it, but build your business by design, not default. Build your business by design, not default, guys. And here's what private equity firms are looking for. They want to see financial strength that's consistent for 3+ years. So you can't just start to grow the minute you want to sell. They want to see consistent growth. If you have 1 year where you have 5% growth, and the next year you get 20% growth, and the year after that it's 10% growth, and then maybe 5%. See, that's no good. They want to see consistent 50% gross margin.